Back to Birkdale as we look down over this beautiful links out towards the Irish Sea. Featured group coverage, marquee pairings here at the Open on Saturday. We're following Fowler and Homer, counting down to that final two ball, Jackson Suba and Lucas Herbert. Herbert has wins on the PGA Tour and the DP World Tour. He's been playing Live Golf of late. Put together one of the best rounds of his career yesterday. Was almost the lowest round in a men's major championship. Missed a short putt on the 18th for that round of 61. Of course, in women's golf, there has been a round of 60, and that happened last week at the Amundi Evian Championship. Heidan Yu had a putt for a 59 on the final hole. Settled for 60. Fowler and Homer with their tee shots at 4. Much more comfortable for the folks today, sitting on the dunes.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the Easter Bunny is there, sat on the hill. It's got the ears on.
I didn't see that. I missed it. I haven't seen as many outrageous outfits this year.
I think golf in general have taken a huge liking to greys and blues, haven't they? Have you noticed
Yeah, usually
that?
at the Open you see some, like, crazy outfits and people getting into the spirit of things. I haven't really seen that as much. Maybe today. Maybe today's the day. I'm not sure that Ricky took a relief there. Maybe that sprinkler wasn't quite in his way.
Yeah, not quite in his way there. He'll be hitting this putt just like he's on the green. His fairways are almost as fast as the greens. Again, what a beautiful pace from Ricky. He's putting well today. He's certainly got the speed of these greens.
It's such a lovely rhythm, isn't it? It's just like you say, there's such a simple flow to his stroke. There's no real sort of change in speed. And it's quite a long. That was a long putt, but actually watching his last putt, which was only 20 feet, long backswing. Amazing how teaching in putting has changed over the years, because it used to be very much, shorter back and make sure you follow through. That's what we were always taught as kids. Make sure it's a longer. Now they teach, if anything, almost the backswing should be longer, and it's more of a sort of hit and maybe stop through the ball. But he's just got such great rhythm.
Yeah, as I remember, was it Ben Crenshaw? He always had a really long stroke, didn't he? Lauren Roberts was another one. Beautiful. Maybe they knew the answer before anybody.
But apart from those two.
Yeah, Tyrrell Hatton certainly doesn't fall into that category. So here's Max Homer, about 45 feet. Oh, a lovely putt as well. Lovely putt. 2 solid pars on that hole.
Now, I can't quite figure out why he would do that. Why would he do that? What on earth would make you do that?
You really need to ask the man himself.
I'm trying to think if there's some connection
Bet?
that we're missing.
Maybe a bet. Maybe he lost a bet last night. Yeah, who knows?
If he was that drunk that he's made a bet with that, he wouldn't be here first thing this morning.
That's a good point.
Let's take a look at number 5.
5 today, 308. Now this is the hole that has changed totally from the previous hole, and I think, this is the hole where Bryson had a bit of trouble yesterday with his 2-shot penalty. He was over there on the right-hand side. That is absolutely miles right of this green, I might add, at least 50 yards wide of it. And that pin today, that's a corker, isn't it? Just on that front left-hand side. And that's interesting as well, because at 308, with the wind the way it is, it's not a driver. It might be everything they've got with a 3-wood, and it's an accessible pin. We haven't seen many. I don't think we've seen a single eagle here, have we, on this 5th hole this week? But I fancy the chances there might be one today with that pin position.
I think, was it Jesper Svensson? I watched him hit a shot on here. I think it was on social media. He hit a driver to about 3 feet.
So there has been one then.
So there has been one. There's definitely been one, but it almost went in. It was an unbelievable shot. That was to that back pin.
It's kind of surprising, though, that there haven't been more. What do you think?
I think so too, and I think the main reason being is because there's no natural running into this green. So it's hard to know where to pitch it. You just need a little bit of luck. You almost need to pitch it short of those bunkers and bounce them. It's the only way you can keep it on the green.
Yeah, well, that does require a bit of luck, doesn't it?
Three twos here, but they all came yesterday.
With that back pin. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, makes sense really, doesn't it?
So you had Jesper Svensson, Thomas Dietrich, and then the amateur Router, the Dutch amateur. He made a 2.
Well, Ricky's having none of that. He's got the iron out.
Yeah, just laying up there. Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise, but I suppose, yeah, with that pin tucked away on that left-hand side, there is a little bit of a backstop behind that pin. He'll probably be trying to pitch his second shot, like on the pin, and then maybe using that slope to bring the ball back. I'll be interested to see that second shot, but it's certainly a layup. No more than probably a 6 iron, I would think, to keep it short of that bunker down the left-hand side. Absolutely perfect there.
Amazing the difference in pace of play between 2 balls and 3 balls, isn't it? They're flying along in 2s.
Absolutely took the words right out of my mouth, because I was just thinking how lovely this, just, you know, 2 players, you putt up, you knock it in, you're done. It's extraordinary as a player how different the pace of play is. And these players must love weekends at the major tournaments playing in 2 balls.
I used to love playing in 2 balls. Yeah, they were probably about an hour faster. You know, you'd expect these guys to get round in probably 4 to 4.5 hours today. Yeah, it's lovely.
First groups might be even quicker the way they're going at the moment. I think they gave them 4 hours 6 minutes. The first group was supposed to go around in 4 hours 6 minutes. I think that's what they said. We were talking to the RNA earlier in the week. They might even be quicker than that, these first few 2 balls today, especially with the wind down, not really much of a factor. Conditions primed for good scoring, and it's very comfortable out there at Royal Birkdale. Interesting to see how Bryson DeChambeau bounces back today. He's going to be in the spotlight. He is a showman. He's box office, and then after what's happened yesterday, it's going to grow even more.
It doesn't matter what he does, he can't stay out of the limelight, even when he has a, you know, it was a pretty spectacular day he had yesterday, getting to 7 under. And you think, well, he's 1 shot off the lead now. You're looking and think that he's really in the thick of things, and then obviously what transpired with the 2-shot penalty. It doesn't matter what he does at any tournament, he always seems to be the story.
He does. He loves it though, Trish, doesn't he? I think. I mean, not yesterday, obviously, but he likes to be the centre of attention, and yeah, I think he thrives off that personally. But I love him. I think he's great. He is box office, and he's certainly a player I'd go and watch if I was able to walk around the Open Championship this week.
Yeah, I remember I was doing the Ryder Cup at Whistling Straits, and I think it was the 5th hole. It was a par 5, and most players were taking, well, every other player was taking one route, and he just took a route that I couldn't even imagine taking, and it was when he was at his bulkiest, and it was extraordinary.
That's that movement there. That is what I think the RNA were concerned about. And Grant Moyer, the executive director of governance for the RNA, came out and spoke about it. He said, you may not improve any of the protected conditions affecting the stroke. Includes the area of the player's intended swing, and the area of intended swing includes the entire area that might reasonably affect any part of the backswing, the downswing, or the completion of the swing for the intended stroke. And importantly, what the prohibited action here is that the player mustn't move, bend or break any growing or attached natural object. Fowler, second at 5. So when you hear those words, you can see why they were very concerned about those actions from Bryson, and they were clear to say that it was an inadvertent breach. So it wasn't done on purpose, but they felt that he did breach the rule.
Love it.
And they dinged him for 2 shots.
So it's Max on the 5th here. He'll be hoping for better than Ricky there. I think Ricky will be a little bit disappointed with his second shot into here. A little bit too conservative. See if Max can make a better job of this one.
Yeah, his backswing, Lee, is very much like this new sort of swing. It's trying to get, well, it's a lot shorter and almost a little bit more sort of laid off, if you like, than what he had a couple of years ago. It's very compact.
It's very compact, very connected. You know, also it's a little bit too safe for me. I think they wouldn't score themselves very highly out of 10 for those 2 shots. But yeah, I totally agree, Trish. I think the modern day swing now, they tend to use the body a little bit more in the backswing, stay a little bit more connected, and you know, you can almost see the shoulders, you know, 45-degree turn before the club's at waist height. You know, it's seems to be a common trait with these players these days, not just all arms on the way back.
Yeah.
As they make their way up to the green at 5, we can talk about the open shop. There it is on site at Royal Birkdale. You can scan the QR code to take you to the open shop, and if you go to the open app, which we told you to download, they've got a little icon. You can hit shop and go through, and it'll take you right in there, and you can order right on your phone through the app. And I'm just looking through the selection right now, and it is extensive. We've got 3 pages of polo shirts here. So it's really good. You can order your logo gear from the Open right from your home or wherever you are in the world on the Open app. Loads of gear on here.
What about the women's gear?
Yes, loads of women's gear as well as women's and men's.
Just looking.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, they've got you covered here. Got you covered.
Just looking. Haven't got to any. Hang on. Oh, yeah.
You're not liking the selection there.
Oh, no, I'm just looking
what's
at
wrong?
I'm
looking
trying to find the women's stuff, and I've only
But
got...
it's in the men's. It's in amongst the men's. Yeah, it's men's and women's, all in the same.
Indeed. And
Yeah, there
so,
you go.
hang on. 2 women's, 25 men's. Yes.
I mean, I'm on the next page, and there's
Yeah.
a lot here. Yeah.
I want to buy some gear.
There's a terrible one there that I would hope you don't buy, but it's on clearance. Have you even got clearance? These obviously.
Well, hang on.
aren't
Which
selling.
one's the terrible one?
I
I'm
can't
looking.
say because it's a tribute to a legend of the game, but it just doesn't look very good, in my opinion. But I'm sure that people might have bought it. But it's heavily discounted, so maybe not.
Ah, yes.
You got to it. Get in there and have a look on the Open app. Go through the shop. You can scroll through. There's so much stuff on there to take a look at. Homer now for a birdie.
Yeah, I think this putt from about 25 feet, slightly down the hill. Not too much break in this one. Just left it out there to the right. I like the fact that he's getting them past the hole though, as well. Staying aggressive on moving day.
There's free standard UK delivery on all orders, according to this as well, with the code FREEDELUK. That's fantastic, isn't it? Now, Fowler for a birdie.
Yes, this one's slightly up the hill. Slightly different angle for Ricky. Just needs to run out. Oh, what a putt. Ricky Fowler. He is on fire this morning. Fabulous putt there from Ricky Fowler. 3 under now for the day through 5 holes. He's making a serious move. Go on, Ricky.
I probably should legally have to say, according to this, it ends in 9 hours, 42 minutes and 5 seconds, that code. So get on there right away. Homer now for par.
Well, he was taking any break out of that. That went in at a rapid speed. Very confident.
They seem very relaxed, these guys. Yeah, so the 6th hole here, 499 yards today. I think this is the toughest hole on the front 9 at Royal Birkdale. Par 5 for the members. Not too much wind this morning, so I think you'll see these guys maybe take on that corner. Both pretty long hitters, these two, and then that should leave you a mid-iron to short iron to this elevated green. It's a long green, this one. Tricky pin again today on that right-hand side, front right. It does make the hole a little bit shorter, but certainly one to watch out for. There is a little run-off on that right-hand side of the green, so I think they'll be airing on the left-hand side this green today.
There's stuff from Port Rush as well on there.
You're obsessed, man.
Yeah, this is great.
You're obsessed.
It's really good. I'm really impressed with what they've done here. Might even inspire me to go to the shop now, after having said that I wouldn't go.
Do you know how far it is from here?
It's a long way. I'll have somebody drive me. We have great folks over there at NBC that help us out getting around. Fowler now on the tee, just waiting.
That means we can't get a lift.
Well, you can ride with me.
Oh, thank you. This is a really interesting driving hole because the going over those right-hand bunkers, and we're just going to have a look at Ricky's highlights.
Missed the fairway on the first hole on the left hand side in the rough and hit his second shot to here. And just a beautiful way to start your round. What a beautiful stroke that is from Ricky Fowler.
Perfect position on this second hole from the middle of the fairway coming into this back pin. This was an absolute beauty. Distance control perfection. Start with 2 birdies.
5th hole, decided to lay up on this hole today, and he won't have been too happy with his wedge shot in, but when you put like Ricky Fowler, it's not a problem. 3 under par through 5 holes. Great start for Ricky.
Could be a special day. We've seen some good rounds though, starting out well, but then you got to keep it going through some of the difficult stretch, and it starts here at number 6. This is one of the tricky holes on the golf course, so if you can get through here and keep pushing. We saw 28 on the front 9 yesterday from Lucas Herbert, equaling the low 9 holes in the championship. Go back to 83 for that 28 that was previously shot here.
Yeah.
He's quite happy with this one down the left hand side. He's taken that bunker. Well, yeah, I mean, that is absolutely perfect. That bunker down the left hand side just does not even seem to come into play for these guys, does it? Yeah, that's 326 yards to that. So, but he is in the perfect spot there. Just have some sort of mid-iron in from there, I would think.
Coming back. Oh, right into the throats there. Where did that go?
It certainly looked like it hit somebody there, didn't it? I mean, that Could be a signed glove here.
If it's just down there where those people are walking, then maybe a few footprints, but just left of that was really thick cabbage. So that actually could, although he might not love the break when he gets up there, that actually could be okay, all things considered.
I think he's been very fortunate there, to be honest. There is a penalty area as well further down that hole, but obviously it stopped the ball bounding on down towards that, and yeah, I think he's got away with one there. It'll be a longer second shot, but I think he's okay.
And we will see for Max Homa. Both Homa and Fowler off to nice starts. You can see Fowler inside the top 20 at the Open.
That will be the biggest tournament I'll ever be a part of. You know, it's the home of golf. The stuff you feel around there is unlike any other place. It's just so special. It's hard to put into words what it means as a golfer, but it's the coolest place on the planet.
The winner of the gold medal and the champion golfer of the year.
It's too big to fit the head. Just need to have a little.
Players use Mercedes-Benz courtesy cars here, and there's Patrick Reed arriving. Nice to ride shotgun. He'll play with Johnny Kiefer, starting the championship at 2 under. What on earth has he got there?
That's a big box of balls, that, isn't it? I guess he'd have some clothes in there, wouldn't he?
I guess, yeah.
You've got to hope so.
Yeah.
He won't need that many balls, I don't think. There's no rough.
If they were fishing out there, what would they be fishing for on the Irish or close to the coast here? Do you know?
I honestly don't know much about fishing. My answer would be fish.
Okay, good answer. Look at this fella. Is that a microlight? Is that what that's called?
It is. That's very cool. That he'll get some views from up there, won't he?
Yeah.
Incredible.
I'm surprised you could fly over the golf course though. I don't want to do that.
Well, who's going to stop you? I think they'd have to shoot him
find
down.
out who's going to stop him. Is he going to land on the beach?
I think so.
Oh, I hope we can see it. Is he going to get it down on the beach? I mean, it's too rough, I'm sure. No, he wasn't going to land on the beach.
I've had a few flights like that.
You used to play Madeira?
I did. Oh, that was a scary runway, that one. Wow. I actually played there before they extended the runway as well. I think that was my first year on tour, and it was, oh, that was scary. Only so many pilots can actually land there, can't they?
Oh, is that right?
Apparently so.
Yeah, the Madeira Island Open. Island out in the Atlantic. That is known for its hair-raising landings. And I suppose takeoffs as well, but mainly landings.
Mainly landings, definitely. Yeah. Beautiful place, though.
That bunker, like, it's fine.
He has got away with it. Look at that. I was worried that it might be a bit sandy, that path, but it's not. It's just trampled down by the spectators.
I was exactly
so he's not got the sand
if you could get
footprints.
it clean enough.
He's got nothing there. Yeah, he's been very, very fortunate.
Just try to get me one practice swing where you're kind of essentially feeling that same thing. Tell me if you can stay stable enough to hit the 4. Yeah, because it doesn't have to pitch too far, you know what I mean?
I was almost on the 3 because I could choke it all the way and it seems smooth.
Yeah.
But I think this always leaves us 20 yards short.
Okay, I like it.
Comes out, I mean.
Do you want to feel the 3 or?
Yeah, I just thought the 3 but got on the ground like
100%. It has a, yeah. Anything after 6,
Yeah,
rolling.
I think I'm on this.
Yeah, I love it. Just hold still, please.
He's got incredibly lucky with the light, but he's got plenty of yardage still to go. 241. It's a little bit uncomfortable in the stance. He's got his 3-iron. He's going to bash it forward and get a sort of, not a high shot, get it to run, hopefully. Oh dear. Well, you don't see that very often.
Well, you don't know. I think he must have caught the hump just in front of him there, but yeah, the only good thing about that is it's still on the fairway and probably only be a sand wedge in from there, but been lucky twice, really.
Yeah, he caught that very low on the on the club. Didn't get any height on it, any flight at all. I'm not sure if he just thinned it or if he hit the bank in front, which we'll just have another look. Oh, I think that hits something in front of him and has taken all the power out of it.
Ricky now from the perfect position on the left side of this fairway. Just opening up that pin on the front right. Leaning a bit left, which suggests it's gone a fraction right. Oh, Ricky Fowler, he is on fire today. I mean, I'm sure his heart was in his mouth when he hit that. I mean, that's literally carried the bunker by maybe 2 yards at the most. But now it sets up a great birdie chance on the toughest hole on this front nine.
We're starting to think maybe this will be his day. Difficult hole, as you say, and Fowler has a great chance to get to 4 under par, which will put him 4 back of the lead. Yeah. That was fantastic. Flag hunting here. Maybe not exactly how he drew it up, but he'll take the result.
I do wonder if these two are having a little match play against each other for £10 or something. I think Max won't be too happy at this point.
Was he 2 down already?
He is 2 down already.
Not looking good on this hole either.
No, certainly not.
The modern caddy gives so much information, and not just information, but almost, and I mean this, I'm not saying it in the right, but almost babysitting. Like it really is. Yeah, I like this. I like, really emphasising how much that the player needs to hear, the positivity. I think it's a very different mindset to maybe, I don't know, 30 years ago. Certainly where you've talked a lot about your caddy, who was, quite vociferous in his opinions, if you like. I find it fascinating to watch these players. It's like they really do need a lot of positivity around the club selection and the shot itself.
Still quite a long way in there, 173 yards. That's exactly what he would have played for. Just starting it left of the pin, little baby fade into that flagstick. Yeah, good chance now of saving his par.
Let's see if Homer can make his 4 at 6. Fowler with a great chance for birdie. Well, when you look at this first page of the leaderboard, there's just one player with a major championship to his credit, and that's Bryson DeChambeau.
Incredible. But I think when you look at Cameron Young there, he's been knocking on the door for a little while now. He's certainly, for me, he's the favourite going into the weekend. I think he's played some fabulous golf, this year so far, and 267's been hugely in control of his game over the first 2 days, and yeah, I quite fancy him now.
Do you favour him over Scotty?
It's tough. Scotty, he's going to be there or thereabouts, isn't he, at the end of the week? I think Scotty will still be favourite, I'm sure, with the bookies, I would think. But I don't know. I just think Cameron Young he's ready. He's ready, and we've seen him. He'd have a runner-up finish at St Andrews that year. He knows how to play links golf, and he's a great player in my opinion. I think he's going to win a lot of tournaments.
Yeah, he's the most improved top-class player in the last few years, without a shadow of a doubt. I don't think there's any sort of golf that doesn't suit him, to be honest. I've just had a message from Mikey Patterson saying that calling him posh is the nicest thing I've ever said about him. So, Mikey, if you're listening, you are posh. It's as simple as that. You can't get away from it. You might be Scottish, but you're from Edinburgh and you're posh. Top guy.
Have a good one. Thank you. All right, okay.
Well, it's Max to go first, and that was a really tremendous third shot. He's got a chance to save his part. This is not an easy putt though. It's a breaker. It's left to right and it's down the hill, and it's how aggressive you want to be with the pace depending on how far out you want to play it.
Yeah, you can see there's quite a lot of slope around that hole as well there, isn't there? It's like if he hits this slightly too firm, it could get away from him. But yeah, like you say, I mean, it is one of the slopier greens at Royal Birkdale, the 6. There are a few undulations on this green. He's taking his time on this one, isn't he, Trish?
Yeah, maybe, you know, just trying to figure out. As you said yesterday, Lee, a lot of players are over-reading putts on these greens. It is the sort of tendency, and I think he's just trying to think, is it one of those that really does break? Or am I sort of seeing a little bit too much for such a sort of short putt? But I think this, if he doesn't give this pace, I think it will just die off to the right-hand side.
You called it. Yeah, that's exactly how Trish called that putt.
Good morning, everyone.
Mr. Kaufman!
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Richard.
Yeah, well, unfortunately joining there is Max Homer makes a mistake, but what a fabulous start it's been for Ricky Fowler for birdie number 4 of the day.
Amazing. You know, short birdie putt on this 6th hole. There won't be many of them today, certainly to this flagstick on the right-hand side. But yeah, he's looked very in control of his game today, and this club in particular has been working very well for him. Let's see if he can make another birdie.
Pity.
Oh, it was a pity. Just lacked a little bit of pace. I think he got the line right.
You know, yesterday Lucas Herbert, you know, made the 3 birdies in a row, started thinking about breaking that 62 barrier. If you're Ricky Fowler, are you thinking now, I'm in this?
Absolutely. You know, and you know, those 2 guys yesterday have proved to the whole field that there is a score out there. You know, we certainly seem to be lacking that the first day, didn't we? So
What chance of a birdie at 7 though?
well, a great chance for birdie. I mean, the tee is up at 7, so it's 115 yards today, and the pin is 6 on, 5 from the left. So only a short wedge. It's probably some sort of a gap wedge into this hole. You know, it's a tasty little pin. This, I do like this. I love it when they move these tees forward and tuck these pins away. But it's all about spin control with this shot now, and I'm sure as the day goes on and it gets firmer, it'll become a little bit trickier. But certainly a birdie chance. Only one good shot.
Look at that, Lee. Limp flag. The wind is going to pick up as the day goes on. Nothing brutal. We're talking 13 to 21 miles an hour later on this afternoon when the leaders will be heading out. But at the moment, absolutely perfect. And you've seen Ricky Fowler pick up 3 birdies. Ryan Fox has done the same in those opening 5 holes. So 1 or 2 players making a Saturday move. I've been outside. It's actually perfect for the spectators. The first 2 days, you know, beautiful sunshine, but at times could get a little hot out there. Today with overcast, not cold by any stretch of the imagination. It is perfect weather for sitting, standing, watching top-class golf at golf's greatest championship, and that's what the fans. And it is so busy. I'm sure you had that when you were coming in this morning. I mean, they're queuing to get in on the buses, coming off the train station. Absolutely rammed it's going to be as the day goes on. It's very, very busy already.
Yeah, certainly it took me about 10 minutes longer to get in this morning. I only live 5 minutes away, so yeah.
That's because you came in 3 hours later than you normally do, though.
That's true. I enjoyed that lie-in this morning, I've got to be honest, Trish.
A bit of a hold-up for Ricky Fowler here. So it's interesting, isn't it? Two players here who have kind of had similar career trajectories over the last few years. Both Americans, both on the PGA Tour Players Advisory Board. Both have had runner-up finishes this year. Both last one in 2023. Both from California. So quite a bit in common for Ricky and Max.
And also the same outfits on today as well, Richard.
Yes.
Eh? Same golf bags.
They are rather distinctive, though.
Yeah, it's on a good line, this one. There's a little bit of spin. Stop there. Stop there. Oh, that's so unfair. That is so unfair.
1 minute you're facing a 5-6 footer for birdie. The next, you need some short game magic just to save par.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate, but that's one of the reasons they've put that pin there today, just to encourage guys to maybe take it on. You'll see that happen a few more times, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was exceptionally unlucky, wasn't it? But the bottom line is you can't hit it left of the flag. Doesn't matter how good a shot it looked. You've got to go to the right-hand side of this flag. Homer will probably... Well, he's only got sand iron. No, not even that. I mean, it's half a sand iron for these guys. 150, and it plays downhill. A yard right of it is absolutely perfect.
He's done just that. Yeah, much more sensible shot, but just pitched it maybe 5 yards too far there. So he's certainly got an easier shot than Ricky Fowler, that is for sure.
And while we're doing the comparisons as well, should be mentioned, both have gone 71-69 the first 2 days as well.
Absolutely amazing, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Entertaining start to our featured group coverage. Day 3 of the 154th Open Championship.
What is the point? You're like, why do I want to win this tournament so bad? That's something that I wrestle with on a daily basis. Why do I want to win the Open Championship so badly?
The Open is the first tournament that comes to mind when you think about golf. It's the biggest tournament in the world.
The Open Championship is about all of golf from all of time.
It's one of the great joys of my life being able to compete out here.
Yeah, reminder, you've got till Friday, I think 3 p.m. it is, to enter the ballot. Go to theopen.com or wait later on, we'll give you some QR codes and make sure you're amongst those that have the opportunity to be at St Andrews in 12 months' time on the Fife Coast, the home of golf.
Yeah, so lots of different ways he can play this shot. A little bump into the bank. That is a huge slope there. I mean, I'd be tempted to put this one, Trish, certainly.
I'm with you, Lee. But he wow, he looks like he's playing a pretty straight-faced chip and run. The absolutely Texas chip and run here. This is not easy. In fact, I think he's chosen the hardest option. Oh, that's poor.
It's coming back.
Oh, Ricky.
I mean, this is his favourite form of golf. He'll tell you Ricky Fowler loves playing links golf, and I just think his eyes lit up there, saw that. I know what I can do. And just got too cute with it, I think.
Yeah, I think he did. You know, I mean, he's been putting so well as well. I mean, he's got...
Same again, same
club. Oh, he's done it again.
That is worse. Do you think he'll change club this time?
I think he might walk in a minute. I think he's
called Ricky. His caddy's called Ricky as well. Just to confuse you. Over for that one. Third time lucky, maybe?
I can't believe what I'm watching, honestly. The guy's 3 under par, and he's just... It's like he's being obstinate.
Same.
No sense.
I'm not sure that's getting there, is it? Oh, it is. Thank goodness for that. Well, that's how you do it.
Well, I mean, that was some shot there, wasn't it? Oh, he must have been boiling inside there when that second one came down the slope, but he's made a great job of it. Third time, obviously, but...
All that hard work, all undone in a moment.
Gutted.
You know, I was saying, you know, 1 minute you got a 6-footer for a 4th birdie of the day, and suddenly you walk off with a double bogey 5 and you're back to 1 under. And we were just talking about the hopes, your open aspirations rising, and they've all dwindled in the space of 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's absolutely sickening. I mean, I suppose the only positive is he's still in red figures for the day, but it'd be nice. He'll be thinking if he can bounce back on the next, make a birdie on 8 or maybe 9, may not be too bad, but he'll be feeling it now. He won't be happy with that at all.
Trish is still shaking her head. Ricky's not happy. I think Trish is even more unhappy.
Trish looks more upset, doesn't she?
Yeah. That's steaming past.
And he's given that one a good go as well, yeah. Trying to make Ricky feel a little bit better there, I think. But you can see that pin position is tricky, isn't it? You know, there's a huge slope behind it. Huge slope, obviously, off the green left of it. That's exactly what they wanted on this hole today.
It's a very, very clever pin, to say the least, and there's no wind out there whatsoever. But it's hard to fathom exactly what Ricky Fowler was thinking there. It's as though he chose the hardest shot to play.
Max Homer's caddy there, he's standing on the hole, isn't he? He's got one of my favourite surnames amongst the caddies. Peter, his caddy. Peter Papa George. At least it's not Papa John. Or they're handy if you need a pizza.
Yeah, very true. That's a great surname, that.
Sure, that's not a nickname.
I know. No, it's not. It's both of them have got good friends on the bag now, haven't they? Max has only just changed caddy, so it's a good friend on the bag. Ricky Fowler's caddy, Ricky Moreno. They went to college together. They've been together as a pair now a good few years.
Oh, just seemed to come left off the putter face. That started too far left. He'll be equally as annoyed with that 3-putt there.
Back-to-back bogeys, as the graphic says, for Max Homer. 8th hole, Trish.
Yeah, dogleg right to left, beauty of a hole this one. Bunker down the left-hand side that's most players will just knock it over, because those 3 on the right, they are not pleasant. You don't want to go in those. And with the dogleg, everything is going to bounce to that right-hand side. The pin today on this hole is 33 on, 8 from the back, so it's a long way back.
So we've got a heat map here. It's not the weather forecast, is it?
It looks like the weather forecast for Lytham in a couple of weeks' time, to be honest.
Do you know what the heat map is showing you here?
Well,
So if it's red, it means the slope is severe.
Yeah.
So the lighter the colour, the less slope. So where the flag is, it's not as slopey.
No, not at all. I can remember seeing one at Shinnecock Hills this year, and they were all purple. It was ridiculous, honestly. So that just kind of proves that these greens are quite flat at Royal Birkdale. There are no very, very dark colours on that green, so...
Yeah. A little bit of new tech for you for the weekend at the Open. A lot of elevated tees around Royal Birkdale.
Yeah, lots. Probably more than any other course on the open rota. I mean, what I love about the elevated tees is you can see all the trouble in front of you. There's no real blind shots. Only the 9th hole is a blind shot, and that's what makes it so special. You know, you get to see all the trouble, which sometimes isn't a great thing, but it certainly makes the course look spectacular.
Just the 2 birdies so far, but this is only match number 8. So not a lot of traffic has gone through here.
He'll be aiming just left of that far right bunker in the distance there. Max Homer usually is a bit of a fader.
Had a 10-footer on 17 to go 9 under.
It's probably just got to sit down a little, I would think.
Sam Burns chipped in on the last.
Just hold up there. Yeah, that is absolutely perfect now.
Yeah, I didn't see you guys until since we finished play yesterday. Anything happened after we finished yesterday?
Not much, really.
No, good.
No.
Just a quiet evening. Good.
Not until about 10 o'clock last night, I think, if I remember rightly. Well, that's when I found out.
Yeah. Fowler next to go.
His natural shape, that draw. This looks like it's on a great line. Just carry that corner. Oh no.
Looks a little thick over there as well.
It certainly does. We've seen a lot of balls bounce out of that this week and end up on the right side of the fairway, but he's been very unfortunate there. He's just caught a little thick piece of grass, and we'll have to wait and see on that one.
Who's this in here? Who are we looking at?
Who is it? It's my coach.
Yeah, that's one way of arriving at Royal Birkdale.
Nice kid.
Coach arriving on a skateboard.
That's a first for me, that.
Nice moves. Yeah, so as you can see from the leaderboard, Bryson DeChambeau docked 2 shots, so back at 5 under par. Still only 3 off the lead held by Lucas Herbert, who, he spoke about what do you do after you shot a round of 62. Basically, it's got 24 hours, well, maybe a little bit more, between finishing that round and then starting round 3. Do you think that helps?
I think when you're staying in a house with the other Australian guys, because they're all so chilled out as well, and I touched on it yesterday that Lucas Herbert has played a lot of golf at Royal Birkdale. He will feel very relaxed around this golf course. He knows it inside out, and but I know for a fact that, these Australian guys, they'd love to go back.
Well, there's Ryan Fox on the leaderboard, already moved to 4 under. Look like Ricky Fowler. Excuse me, I have a little sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. I was going to say Ricky Fowler looked like he might be on a similar move, but whereas Ryan birdied 6, Ricky's just double bogeyed it. And who's this arriving now? Tommy, who's going to be in our feature groups. There's his little boy as well, who is, I think, 8 years old, Frankie now. Tommy was actually saying earlier this week that he's a very similar age to when Tommy came to watch the Open here back in the 1990s, 1997. We're fine, thank you for asking, Tommy. Here's where the tee shots finished at 8. Just looked like it got caught up on that slope for Ricky Fowler. Homer in position A.
Do you know what? With links golf, I swear to God that sometimes when you do something like Ricky's just done on the previous hole, it's like the golfing gods just say, "I'm going to get you now. I am. I'm going. You've gone against the grain. That was a putt all day long. Just so you did it twice, and now I'm not going to give you anything." And that happens so often. I don't know why. I honestly believe that. If you make a mistake mentally, then he's just someone's up there just saying, "Right, now you're in for it." That. I've seen so many people kick off that bank, and this looks pretty horrid. I mean, maybe he's got a lie.
Yeah, he seems to get a lot of club on that ball there, Trish. He's that'll be launched up into orbit that off that upslope. I mean, that's not a bad place. He would probably have taken that.
Would you chip that one?
Well, he will. It was a little bit different.
I know. I was being facetious.
I know
yes.
you were. Yeah, he'll probably putt that one. No, he won't. No, I know. And the funny thing is, I know he chips. He chips from off the edge of the green a lot, Ricky Fowler. But I think that one was just so. Well, as you could see, it was so difficult to judge.
Yeah, Max Homer now only 144 yards to this back right hole location, in the perfect position, in the middle of the fairway. I think because of you hit a good drive on this hole, and it does offer up a great birdie chance. He's not happy with this one. No, he's pulled it. Yeah, be very disappointed with that.
Yeah, it's interesting where we are with these two in their careers, isn't it, really, Lee? You know, two wonderfully talented players, both multiple winners on the PGA Tour. Maybe a feeling of something unfulfilled as well about them.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I look back to Lee Westwood when I first came out on tour, and you know, he was one of the best players in the world playing Ryder Cups, and then he had that huge dip where I think he went from number 4 in the world to almost outside the top 1,000, and somehow he managed to find his game again and then got back to world number 1. I mean, it was incredible. So, you know, maybe these guys are just having a little dip in their careers, but they are starting to play better again now, and you know, it does happen in golf. You know, it's not a guarantee that you're going to play well for the rest of your life. You know, not everybody's a Tiger Woods.
No, Ricky's 37 now, but still inside the top 50 of the world. This is his 15th Open appearance. Only once missed the cut. Here's a chance for you to scan the QR code for tickets for the AIG Women's Open. He reunited with Butch Harmon a few years back now. They see each other probably about 4 times a year over at the Floridian, where Claude coaches. And then they work the rest of the time via video link. And they apparently changed his swing fairly dramatically in recent times.
Yeah, you can still tell it's Ricky Fowler, but you can see some changes in there as well. You know, certainly neutralised some of these big angles he had in his swing. I mean, he used to have a huge turn. Do you remember when he first came out on tour? Like he was going to snap his spine every time he swung the club. But yeah, I mean, I think he's got a great swing. He had a nice pitch there. A lot easier than the one on the last.
And a better result, at least first time over. Tomorrow we know what colour he will be wearing. Blue today.
Yeah, bright orange tomorrow. I think he'll go for the double whammy, the trousers and the top.
Could be. And the hat.
And the hat. And the shoes.
Maybe.
Yeah, he used to have a really dramatic shallowing of his downswing, didn't he? That got so, a lot of the time, got so far sort of almost behind him, and had to really be very handsy in that position as well, and just so difficult to repeat that action. He's worked really hard in his game. His swing looks really good.
Yeah, this from about 40 feet. Yeah, not too bad. probably just gone a little further past than he would have hoped for.
A little bit of fan encouragement. Very sharp contrast, I think, to what we're going to hear later this afternoon. You know, one man saying "Go low, Ricky," whereas Tommy Ladd will be shouted out, boomed out from hundreds, maybe thousands later this afternoon when we follow him and John Rahm around.
Will that be the Scousers or the sand? What they called? Sand.
The sand grounders. There'll be lots of sand grounders out today.
Lots of sand grounders.
So 3 under par through the first 6 holes, and then the 3 shots disappear in 2. Feels like the balloon's been burst in this pairing.
Yeah, it's never a nice feeling that you feel like, you know, you get off to such a hot start. You feel like this is my day. And then you drop 3 shots quickly in 2 holes. I mean, it's not a great feeling, Trish, is it?
Oh,
yeah, feeling very deflated.
So hard to come back from. You know, he's got off to the absolute flyer and he's thinking, I'm involved in this tournament now. And then in the space of 20 minutes, sometimes you, I don't know if you ever did this, Lee, but sometimes you just stand there, it's like, can I just have that 20 minutes back again? Because I didn't really mean to do that. You can't believe what's happened and just, it's like you've been in a dream for 20 minutes and all the hard work has been undone and so hard to get that momentum back.
One hold there from Max.
He avoids the 3 bogeys in a row.
Yeah, I think that's where the tennis players are so lucky, aren't they? At least they get the 2 goes, don't they?
Hole 9.
Yeah, so hole 9, 398 yards. This is the only blind tee shot at Royal Birkdale. And most players will choose maybe a 4 or 5 iron, just hit it to the top of the hill, just onto like a plateaued fairway, and then it just sets up a beautiful approach shot. You see the grandstands in the background there. Again, quite a generous sized green, but you know, they're tucking these pins today. That pin is on the front right today, so quite a tricky pin to get close to. I don't think you'll see these guys knocking it on the green like Rory did yesterday.
Yeah, we saw Bryson down there over on the right yesterday afternoon as well, but yeah, I think might be a different story for these 2.
Yeah, these are not moving day pins, really, are they? I feel like maybe you're right. Maybe Tom was right when he said about the 262s have hurt the feelings of the RNA slightly. We won't have any of that malarkey today.
Yes, perfect.
Someone will emerge, you know, out of the pack. Someone will make a 64, that sort of number, maybe.
Do you think?
I think someone. There'll be someone. Out of what, you know, in these conditions, in other words, before the wind picks up a little bit.
I think that person was about to be Ricky Fowler.
True. Just an iron off the tee for Homer.
Just on the left-hand side. Just hold on to the fairway there. Well, he has missed the fairway down the left there, but again, it's all about the lie now, but it doesn't look too bad down there. But it's just going to make that second shot a little bit trickier to that front right pin.
Just thinking, it's quite extraordinary how much quicker the pace of play is. We did allude to it earlier, but they're on the 9th already. Teed off at 10:22 and it's 11:58 and they nearly played 9 holes. It's just such a joy to play at that pace, but it's also a joy to watch it at that pace as well.
Yeah, so Ricky, I mean, the perfect line on this hole is probably 5 yards left of that hump you can see on the right-hand side there. That looks absolutely perfect. Should split the fairway, this one. Just hold on, slow down. Wow, that's gone a long way.
Yeah, Ricky, who used to always get the, many years ago, the shouts of Ricky, and he, in an
EastEnders accent?
In a Cockney accent, yeah. There was a TV programme, there still is in the UK, a soap opera called EastEnders. And there was a character called Ricky, and it was his wife, Bianca. He used to always shout, Ricky! Like